Go ahead. Now. Yep. Wendell, what does TXM mean to you, and how does it fit into your future strategy for the dealership?
Well, I think it's the future of our business. You've got the consumers, they want to get in and they want to get out. I think in a lot of instances, I know we were top heavy in our pay scale for technicians. We had, I think out of 13 technicians, I think we had 11 master techs. Well, you know, that can be a little challenging because you've got to make sure you got to be price competitive. And the customers want to get in and out. And I hate to say this, but you know, you get that one of those master techs gets stuck with an oil change, and that's all it is on a 5,000-mile service or tire rotation. You know, his skill levels aren't being utilized the way we need them. So, you know, we had Express Lube that at times could be a little challenging. Now we've got Express Maintenance, which is, we have, I think it's 3 or 4 teams of 2. Which has saved us time. We've definitely more efficient. Actually the hours on the, I would call it the main shop, has actually increased per tech. We have 2 main teams in the shop now. One side's Team A, then Team B on the other side, and they're a team, I believe, of 4 teams of 2 teams of 4 in the main shop, and then we have they like it. Service advisors like it. We've struggled off and on with the amount of ROs written by the Express Maintenance. We've gone from 2 to 3. Now we've actually opened it up to where let's just take care of the customer. Customer comes in, let's get them in, get them out. So, you know, worked out through little buggy boos here and there, but it's really a no-brainer. We've been involved in it 18 months, going on 2 years. Definitely, you know, this is what the customers want. I mean, time is, we don't have enough time. There's only 24 hours in the day. It hasn't changed since the beginning of time. So they want to get in, get out. They want a fair, they want good work. They want to be told, I can get you in and I can get you out for a fair price. Price is always going to be important. But when you give them the time, price becomes less important. Not that it isn't important, but it goes down on the levels of what's the most important thing. The most important thing is get in, get out, communicate with me, give me that, you know, that first 15 minutes is crucial. Actually, the first 30 seconds is crucial, the meet and greet. Then they want to know. They don't want to be sitting around all day. They want that phone call, or they just, you know, keep me in the loop. And it's definitely from the beginning to where we are today, leaps and bounds. And we have a lot more to do. So it's exciting. It's a change. And then, you know, it wasn't the reason to do it was it's the future of our business. It's because customers are our business. We like to think, hey, we're in charge. All that. Customers are in charge. So they're the ones that we got to take care of. And our competition really is another Toyota dealer, just the guy, merchants, the Tire Peak Goodyear and Jiffy Lube, and they make all these claims they can get the customer in and out. Well, they're not overly busy, as you can see. Sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't, but it's, you know, perception of the customer. So we're going to have pricing issues from time to time, but if you get them in, get them out, give them the quality of work, they'll be customers for life.
How would you tie Toyota Care in with repeat sales and that cycle?
I think you have mixed emotions from the dealer body on Toyota Care. I think it's wonderful. I think that if we can get the customer to come in 4 or 5 times over a 2-year period. I say 4 or 5. They might miss one here and there, but if we can get them to come in 4 or 5 times in 2 years, I think I hate to use the word own them, but we got a better chance of owning them to be advocates of the store because they've come in, they've got out, they're in and out in hopefully less than an hour. And that's what they want. I mean, they want to be in, they want to be out, they want to be treated fairly. They want you to, you know, they've spent a lot of money on the car, not out of pocket. So when they're coming back for that 30,000 mile service and you tell them it's $200, it's not a lot of money. And they haven't actually taken any money out of their pocket yet. So our biggest challenge is making sure that our sales department is really promoting what the value of that is. Because it's when you talk about complimentary, you can't just skim over it. I mean, it's a tremendous value. I mean, you're going to be in, be out. So if we can get them into that driving habit where they're coming to the store, making good contact with our service advisors, not having turnover, keeping the people, they can become, or have a chance of becoming advocates. The only one that can mess that up is us.
Well said. Wow. What would you say to another TXM dealer interested but on the fence? Just somebody who's looking for a reason to say yes.
Well, my philosophy is if you're not thinking ahead, thinking for the consumer, what he thinks, it's not important what we think, it's important what the consumer thinks. And this is what they're asking for. I mean, look at the amount of business that we lose to the mass merchandisers. It's unbelievable. All we're trying to do is recapture something that we're entitled to. I mean, we're entitled to these customers. And, you know, you've got to be price competitive. The only way to be price competitive is to have these, you know, 2-man teams, a 3-man team. I mean, you know, we have to bring our costs down to be able to offer good services and competitive pricing to the consumer. Because somebody else is, and we're losing them day in and day out. And right now, I don't think we can afford not to do it.
Perfect. Perfect. What's that last one?